This is the continuation of frequency independent antennas. Here we are going to study about the helical antenna and the spiral antenna. Helical antenna is the simplest type of antenna or the radiator which provides circularly polarized wave. And this is a broadband VHF and UHF antenna. Also, the helical antenna is traveling wave antenna, which means the current travels along the antenna and the phase varies continuously. The important feature of this antenna is that the radio frequency current that generates the radio waves travels through the antenna in one direction. The helical antenna consists of a conducting wire wound in the form of a helix. And these helix are mounted over a ground plane, and the feed line is connected between the bottom of the helix and the ground plane. So the diagram shows the hybrid of two radiating elements, that is the dipole and the loop antenna. The diameter of the ground plane, this is the ground plane, should be at least 3 lambda by 4. And the ground plane can also be cupped in the form of a cylindrical cavity. The helix is connected to the center conductor of the coaxial transmission line at the feed point here, with the outer conductor of the line attached to the ground plane. So this antenna becomes a linear antenna when the diameter tends to 0 and the pitch angle goes to 90 degrees. And also this antenna becomes a loop antenna when spacing between the turns vanishes. The modes of operation of the helical antenna. The helical antennas can operate in one of the two principal modes. The first one is the normal or broadside mode. The second one is the axial or end fire mode. In the normal mode, the radiation will be broadside to the helix axis, and it occurs when the helix diameter is small with respect to the wavelength. So this is the normal mode. Here you can see this radiation pattern which is in the broad side, that is normal to the helix axis. And in the axial mode, this is the most commonly used mode. It provides maximum radiation along the axis of the helix. So this is axis of the helix, and here we have the maximum radiation. So this occurs when the helix circumference is of the order of 1 wavelength. This is the conical mode. So this is the radiation pattern of the helical antenna. It is nothing but the end fire pattern. Here we'll see some of the design parameters of the helical antenna. Now let's just take the helical antenna. The power gain of the helical antenna in decibel is equal to 10 log of 15 pi d by lambda the whole square n into s divided by lambda, where AP is the antenna power gain, d is the helix diameter, n is the number of turns, s is the pitch, lambda the wavelength, 3 dB bandwidth of the helical antenna, that is theta is equal to 52 divided by pi d divided by lambda into square root of ns by lambda. Here we have taken the cross section of one turn of the helix. So in the diagram, L shows the length of one turn and S is the spacing between the two turns. C is the circumference of the helix. D is the diameter of the helix. C is equal to pi d, where d is the diameter of the helix, and A is the axial length, n into S. N is the number of turns. Then small l is the spacing of helix from the ground plane. Alpha is the pitch angle. Now we can write the expression for the length of one turn. L is equal to square root of S square plus C square. That is equal to square root of S square plus pi d the whole square. Pitch angle is the angle between the line tangent to the helix wire and the plane normal to the helix axis. So tan alpha is equal to S divided by C, where C is equal to pi d. So alpha is equal to tan inverse of S by pi d. This is one example problem. Determine the power gain and the bandwidth for an end-fire helical antenna with the following parameters. Helix diameter is equal to 0.1 meter. Number of turns 10. Pitch angle, that is pitch, is equal to 0.05 meters, and frequency of operation 500 megahertz. Now the solution, let's take this formula, the power gain, that is equal to 10 log of 15 pi d by lambda square into ns by lambda. So lambda is equal to c by f. Just find this found to be 0.6 meters. So after substituting for all the values, we'll get this power gain 5.349 decibel. And theta, that is a beamwidth for the end-fire helical antenna. Theta is equal to 52 divided by pi d by lambda into ns by square root of ns by lambda. Now the value you will be getting as 108.79 degrees. So the advantages of this antenna are overall length, height of the antenna is reduced, and it can be easily constructed, and it produces circularly polarized fields. The shortcomings are poor reception and transmission properties. The bandwidth is too narrow for cellular communication. And the antenna finds application in GPS, wireless LAN, satellite communication, animal tracking, dual SIM bands, and also telemetry and astronomy. Spiral antenna. This is also one of the frequency independent antennas. So this is a history of the invention of spiral antenna. So 1954, Edwin Turner invented this spiral antenna by wrapping the two arms of the dipole, arm 1 and 2, around each other, forming a spiral. Now the arm 1 is turned like this and arm 2 should be turned like this. So you'll get the spiral structure like this. So this is a spiral antenna. Spiral antennas belong to the class of frequency independent antennas. These antennas are characterized as having a very large bandwidth, as high as 30:1. So this means that if the lower frequency is 1 GHz, then the antenna would still be efficient at 30 GHz and every frequency in between. So this diagram shows the polarization of the spiral antenna. So these spiral antennas are usually circularly polarized. So the antenna's radiation pattern typically has a peak radiation direction perpendicular to the plane of the spiral, that is in the broadside radiation. This is a very broad beamwidth for circular polarization, and this is one of the features that makes the spiral antennas very useful. So in this picture, some types of antennas are shown. This is Archimedean spiral antenna, and this is a log periodic spiral antenna. And so this is the geometry of the broadband circularly polarized conical spiral antenna. And this is a planar spiral, that is an Archimedean structure, but it's planar spiral antenna. So the two types of equiangular spiral antennas are planar spiral antenna and conical spiral antenna. So planar spiral provides bidirectional radiation pattern. Conical spiral provides unidirectional radiation pattern. That is a single lobe towards the apex of the cone. So this diagram shows the log periodic spiral antenna. This is also called as equiangular spiral antenna. So we can define the arms of the spiral antenna using simple polar coordinates and polar functions. The log periodic spiral antenna has each arm defined by the polar function r is equal to r0 into e to the power a5, where r0 is the constant that controls the initial radius of the spiral antenna. Here the radius grows like this. And A is the parameter that controls the rate at which the spiral antenna grows with angle. So this picture shows the cavity backed for spiral antenna. These are commonly used in aircraft or other metallic backed objects. As such, it is desirable to design the antenna to be cavity backed by some metal. So here this is antenna, and it is covered with one metal backside. So this isolates the spiral antenna from what is behind it so that it can be mounted on objects without worrying about returning to the antenna. So the spiral array antenna, which is used in missiles, is shown in the picture. So array of spiral antennas. Spiral antennas are widely used in the defense industry for sensing applications. They are very wideband antennas that do not take up much space or needed. Other applications of spiral antennas include GPS, where it is advantageous to have right-hand circularly polarized antennas, and the spiral arrays. These are typically used in high-gain applications such as high data rate satellite and terrestrial communication networks, also in ultra-wideband communication technology. Then the spiral antenna arrays are used in military aircraft in the 1 to 18 gigahertz range. Spiral antenna transmits electromagnetic waves having a circular polarization. So the spiral antennas are useful for microwave direction finding. Thank you for watching this video.